So when you've got a JPEG image straight from your camera, one of the things you can do is right-click over the file in the folder and open with, and you get perhaps on your computer you've not got as much junk on as I've got, but one of them will be Paint, I think. And because I always do my editing on the full image, it's massive, but we can probably get it aside. So I had problems this morning getting the whole. I think that's better than and if we want to split that into 3 images, all we need to do is choose the pencil tool. Make sure we've got black ink selected. Choose an appropriate pixel size. So that depends on how big your image is. I think I went for 50 this morning, but this is, as I say, it's an image straight from the camera. 50. And try it. If you hold Shift down whilst you're drawing, it forces a straight line. Yeah. So, I mean, if you try to do it freehand, you'd never manage. Control Z undoes. Now, again, because you've got the grid there, you can count in. I think I counted in 16 this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, it must have been 14. 14 there. Hold Shift down. Now, why is it not doing it? Hold Shift down and draw down. And you've got your right-hand panel. Panels don't need to be the same at either side. I mean, I'm going to, on this one, I'm going to do 2 narrow ones and a large middle one. But I'm not even going to count this time while I'm demonstrating. I'm going to go, actually, if I remember rightly, it was about there. I've got a better start to it this time. Hold Shift down. And that's a triptych. And so simplest way for people who've got Windows machines is save as a JPEG. And I'm not going to save it because it'll just overwrite that one that I did earlier. Well, no, it'll overwrite the original. I could call it Skipton 2, couldn't I? Skipton 2. So, and that to me has got to be the easiest way of doing it. If you don't want a full, because in this one, I think if I were going to actually use this, I would crop some off the bottom. So any cropping and resizing perhaps do before you open it in Paint. Any questions about that one?
Can you crop it in Paint, or you just?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
You do
Edit.
Okay.
Selection. A rectangle. Once I've selected it, what I can do, I don't know.
Let go.
I think it's selected.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do your cropping in Paint before you draw your lines, perhaps, especially if you're going to do it from the crop from the side. So you select a rectangle, and it seems to automatically select everything, and you've got the little handles to drag in with. So
how about a border around them?
Well, I mean, when we show it in the competition software, it'll be black anyway. If you want a border around it, I don't know.
Shrink the photograph and put a black rectangle behind it.
Yeah, or a black one. Black one won't really matter because it's black anyway. It won't show. But if you wanted a different coloured border, then choose a colour.
Could you choose a colour
and use Shift?
Two pixels and
use Shift Paint round it, or shrink it as you say it. Yeah. But perhaps again, the most straightforward is choose a colour, choose your pixel length, hold Shift down while you're
go around the sides.
drawing and
You're still
well, I'm still on. I'm
Right.
still on. I'm still on.
You just get your rectangle and make it larger and bring your picture to the front.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
You could leave that
yeah,
before.
yeah. You can have. I mean, it does do layers, so you could add a layer and make. Yeah, fill it with white and yeah. So there are ways of doing that in paint. Although I think if you're gonna, I wouldn't bother with the border. Looking at the examples we've had, unless a border you particularly want your separation lines in a different color than black. Like I say, dye central, big black up to the edge, wouldn't show. No. But we can play with that after if you want. I'm going to save that as cropped. Save as JPEG picture. Skipped and cropped. Oh well, whatever.
Skipped and cropped. I still got your layer in it.
Oh, I just continue, and that should save it as JPEG. Anyway, it doesn't matter what. So that's one.
Astral fish them all out. A lot of roads empty we have. So you walk along this road here, this road built.